It's not an idea. It's a law. Specifically, it's already been passed. This means that Missouri residents can trade, hold, and sell these assets without paying any state capital gains taxes. Every dollar of profit remains in their pockets. This is a game changer. Startups and investors will undoubtedly flock to Missouri. The state is setting itself up to become a magnet for crypto capital, and others will likely follow. If Missouri can do it, why not Texas? Why not Florida? It's only a matter of time before other states realize that attracting crypto capital means economic growth. The United States is laying the groundwork to become the global leader in the crypto industry. Meanwhile, Europe lags behind with its heavy-handed regulations, and countries like Spain continue to impose high taxes on every gain. The dynamic is shifting, and Missouri's bold move will speed up the process. Now, let's talk about XRP's performance. Open interest in XRP has jumped up to $4.6 billion, a level we haven't seen since January. Back then, this open interest surge led to XRP's price rising from $2.30 to over $3.30 within a week. I want you to remember that explosive move because we're seeing similar conditions forming again. However, right now, despite the high open interest, the price isn't moving much. That's a clear sign of market manipulation. Open interest is high, but price suppression tactics are being used to prevent a major breakout. When open interest and price don't align, manipulation is almost always the explanation. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently spoke about the broader crypto market. He highlighted the massive growth of stablecoins globally and emphasized the urgent need for the United States to pass clear, viable regulations. The faster America approves smart rules, the faster the country will reap the benefits of blockchain innovation. The demand for stablecoins and cryptocurrencies is growing everywhere. The longer the U.S. delays, the more it risks losing its leadership position. But the good news is that the pressure is working. Behind the scenes, there's momentum building toward real regulatory clarity. Meanwhile, large XRP transactions continue. Just in the past few hours, 46.5 million XRP were moved from one unknown wallet to another. We've been seeing massive XRP movements like this almost daily. It's obvious that major players are positioning themselves for something big. But again, prices remain largely flat, indicating continued manipulation. There's also a critical meeting happening today between BlackRock and the SEC's Crypto Task Force. While we don't have full details yet, it's possible that the meeting could involve discussions about a potential XRP ETF or other crypto-related approvals. BlackRock's involvement adds massive weight to the legitimacy of crypto ETFs in the United States. Everything is coming together at once. Tax-friendly states, new ETFs, growing open interest, massive transactions, regulatory pressure, and institutional meetings. The pieces are falling into place, and the next few months could redefine the crypto landscape in the U.S. Stay alert and stay informed. We are living through historic changes, and XRP is at the center of it all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for daily updates on XRP, Ripple, and the entire crypto ecosystem. Thanks for watching. Coinbase has just launched 24/7 regulated crypto futures trading under the CFTC, and this move did not require the approval of the SEC. This is a major shift in the United States, showing that not all crypto-related activities are controlled by the SEC anymore. Instead, the CFTC has stepped in and given Coinbase the green light. But what makes this even more interesting is that it connects directly with XRP and recent acquisitions by both Ripple and Coinbase. Let me explain the bigger picture because it's much more strategic than it looks at first glance. Just recently, Coinbase included XRP derivatives into its platform. This is crucial because now XRP is gaining even more exposure through futures trading. But the story doesn't end there. Coinbase has acquired Deribit, one of the largest crypto derivatives platforms, while Ripple acquired the institutional brokerage Hideroot. Now here's the interesting connection. Deribit and Hideroot have partnered to offer institutional services together. That means that behind the scenes, there's a very close relationship building between Ripple's ecosystem and Coinbase derivatives expansion. This isn't about short-term moves. These are long-term strategies being executed to dominate the institutional crypto market once regulation becomes fully clear. Right now, regulations are still being finalized, but once they are, the infrastructure will already be in place. Coinbase buying Deribit, Ripple buying Hyderroot, XRP gaining exposure in Coinbase futures. All of this points to a well-organized plan to establish XRP and Ripple technologies at the heart of institutional crypto adoption. Nothing happening now is a coincidence. These moves were planned long ago and are unfolding step by step. Meanwhile, Crypto.com has begun offering crypto payment services at gas stations across the United Arab Emirates. Customers can now pay for fuel using cryptocurrencies, and XRP is included because it is fully licensed by the UAE's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority. This is massive because it's not just about buying coffee with crypto anymore. It's about real, day-to-day usage of cryptocurrencies in essential services like fuel. The UAE is proving itself to be one of the most crypto-friendly jurisdictions in the world, and XRP has a significant head start there due to its regulatory approval. This move also represents the real meaning of interoperability, being able to use your crypto directly in daily life without converting it into fiat first. XRP being approved in the UAE gives it a huge advantage. In Dubai, specifically, XRP can be used freely under regulatory protection. The DFSA has authorized Ripple's ecosystem, giving it a strong foothold in one of the fastest-growing financial hubs globally. At the same time, BlackRock recently met with the SEC's Crypto Task Force to discuss ETF approval standards. There's heavy speculation that BlackRock could be preparing to file for an XRP spot ETF. While nothing official has been submitted yet, BlackRock discussing these standards with the SEC signals that serious preparations are underway. Even if BlackRock doesn't file tomorrow, the fact that the world's largest asset manager is holding these conversations tells us that a wave of new crypto ETFs is coming, and XRP could be part of that wave. Personally, I believe it's only a matter of time. XRP's institutional demand and utility make it an inevitable candidate for ETF inclusion. Whether BlackRock files first or someone else does, XRP will eventually have its own spot ETF in the US. And when that happens, it will trigger a massive surge in demand and legitimacy for the asset. In another massive development, JP Morgan has officially recognized Ripple as a serious disruptor in the global payments industry. In an internal presentation, JP Morgan highlighted Ripple alongside Bitcoin for cross-border payment solutions. They noted Ripple's ability to provide cheap, secure, and rapid international transfers. Coming from JP Morgan, one of the largest and most influential banks in the world, this recognition is absolutely critical. Think about it. Ripple was created to challenge the traditional banking system's inefficiencies, and now it's being studied and respected by the very institutions it's set out to disrupt. Every major bank in the world knows about XRP. Every major financial institution is paying attention, and they all understand that ISO 20022 compliance is coming, and that XRP is perfectly positioned for that transition. This year is a critical one for the global financial system. The migration to ISO 20022 messaging standards will revolutionize cross-border payments, and XRP is among the few crypto assets aligned with this shift. But it's not just about messaging standards. It's about integrating blockchain technology into traditional finance, and XRP Ledger is already being considered for that role. At the same time, Ripple's network has expanded to over 500 banks, but we must keep in mind that SWIFT currently connects over 11,000 financial institutions globally. Ripple still needs to bridge the gap to fully compete with SWIFT. There are strong indications that Ripple's technology, directly or through partners like our 3Corda, is being slowly integrated into SWIFT's modernization efforts. While these relationships are not fully public yet, the connections are becoming too obvious to ignore that SWIFT knows it must modernize to survive. Blockchain is the future of payments, and XRP offers the best combination of speed, cost efficiency, and regulatory alignment. It's no longer a question of if traditional finance will embrace blockchain. It's a question of when and how deep that integration will be. Ripple's strategic moves, partnerships, and acquisitions show that they are preparing for this transition. And all the pieces are falling into place. Regulatory clarity is improving. Institutional infrastructure is being built, and the biggest financial players are recognizing the superiority of blockchain-based solutions like Ripple and XRP. The United States will play a decisive role in the future of crypto regulation. The pressure is mounting for clear rules, and once the regulatory uncertainty clears, XRP and other compliant projects will be the first to benefit. Institutions are not waiting for retail investors to push the market higher. They're quietly building their positions, setting up custodial services, ETF frameworks, and strategic reserves. All these recent developments are not random. They are part of a coordinated shift that will reshape the financial system in the coming years. XRP, Ripple, and their partners are not just participating. They're leading this transformation. Stay sharp, stay informed, and get ready because everything we have been waiting for is starting to materialize. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more daily news and deep dives. Thanks for watching and are now compatible with Hedera HBAR. This is a significant development for both ecosystems. In today's video, we're also going to look at some of the critical global events unfolding right now. Massive cyber attacks have been reported, and tensions are escalating between India and Pakistan. We need to pay close attention because these geopolitical tensions could trigger corrections in the markets, just like we saw with the conflict